your time here, okay?
All right.
Okay, so now we're recording. This is Nathalie Diller from the class of 2019, who is that right?
2020, yeah.
2020, who is a graphic designer and photographer graduate. And Nathalie is going to show us her, tell us something about, first, just summarize your past year's work and say something about Marymount and then present that last booklet. That'd be great.
Okay. For the past year, I've been working for a post-production company for a TV documentary that's going to air April 28th of this year. Yeah, I was kind of an assistant, worked doing all different kinds of things, and yeah.
And the name of it is what?
It's called Human: The World Within.
Is it going to be on
PBS and Netflix?
PBS? Okay, great. I'm going to stop the share and let you take it back now.
Okay.
And tell us what you did at Marymount.
I was,
You can repeat.
You
can repeat yourself because you're now being recorded.
Yeah. I studied graphic design and photography. Primarily, I was interested in editorial design and documentary. Yeah, so it was cool because I was able to kind of play with the two mediums, merge them into one, and yeah, create a portfolio from that.
And was it easy to be able to do that, go across disciplines?
Yeah, my professors were very open and allowed and encouraged me to, I guess, combine the work from the two mediums.
Oh, great. And you graduated on time?
Yep.
With two majors?
Concentrations, yeah. Two concentrations.
Two concentrations, right. Okay, great. So show us your portfolio.
Okay.
Part of it. The last part of it.
So this project was looking at some of the teachers at Marymount in their personal life and their professional life. So I created a little booklet again, and I just photographed a few of the professors. I did an interview, and yeah, them in of the teachers in their offices and at their homes or with their kids, I guess. Yeah. So this was Dr. Silton, who teaches philosophy. Yep. Dr. Brown, Professor Clark, yeah. So it's just like a short little booklet.
Well, let's look at a couple of the pictures here. Look at that picture there on the right. So these are all very slice of life type shots, huh?
Yeah.
Did you take a lot of photographs?
Yeah, I did, and then I narrowed it
down. And you used Photoshop to color correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that or Lightroom, one or the other, depends.
Or Lightroom?
Yeah, I use a little bit of both.
So I didn't teach Lightroom. How did you learn Lightroom? It's not very hard.
No, it's just kind of self-taught.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
How are that working with the teachers?
Really great. They were really helpful and yeah, just very open to helping, and yeah, really got involved and excited with the project.
Great.
Yeah.
So do you still have your website?
I do, yeah.
Are you updating it at all?
I haven't. I've updated the layout a little bit, but I had to add some more work to it just because of the past year. I haven't had too much new work, but
Right. So Could you show us your website, because it might inspire the current students, because they're trying to put that together right as we speak.
Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, we're looking at Emily Clark falling asleep.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that. I'm gonna just stop sharing and reshare. This is my website. It's all of my photography work for the most. It's all photography work.
Okay.
Yeah, so my homepage is just kind of a collage of the pictures, and then you can go into each project, a little description, and something's up with that. It's not letting me click on it. This was my senior thesis that I did. Just like a little about page and contact, link to my Instagram, and yeah.
So the I laugh about it now, Island, Night and Day, Street Night, those are the different sections.
Yeah, these are the different projects.
So we organize it very clearly that way, huh?
Yeah,
Does those images get bigger, or is that as big as they get?
they do. I don't know why it wasn't working on that one page. I have to fix that.
So there you go.
Yeah, you can look at them larger. And
Do you have a contact in here?
yeah.
There we go. Very elegant. What's your platform? Oh,
I use something called Pixba.
Pixba?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of research and I just decided to use this platform.
It doesn't have its name in your, because you're
Yeah.
Diller.com, so it doesn't, unlike Wix or something, that your URL is your own.
Yeah, so Pixba is its own service. It's like, I think for college students, it's like $3 or $4 a month. And then you have to have a URL and link it to the page.
And so you just went up to the register.com or something and got your own URL.
Yeah.
Was that hard to do?
No, not at all.
Not at all. And then you signed up with them.
Yeah.
Pixbar, right?
Yeah, and then you just Pixba.
Pixba, okay.
Yeah. And then you just link the URL to the website, and that's it.
And you used a template?
Yeah, they have different templates, and you can customize them and change it up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about the very prestigious grant scholarship, or what is it that you received?
Fulbright, yeah.
And,
I can stop sharing maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
And tell us how you went about it.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, Professor Bell sends them out every year. It's the email for the Fulbright English teaching assistant. It's basically a grant that you can apply for that sends you to another country for 10 months to be an English teaching assistant at a school. Yeah. I applied for that in 2019 in 2019 for the 2020-2021 academic year in the Czech Republic. that was postponed because of the pandemic, and that became complicated. But,
Well, let's get a little more into the details of how that application went, because it must have been very hard.
yeah, so there's before I started the application through Fulbright, Professor Bell had sent me a pre-application. I needed to send her my CV and a 3-page writing sample. And then once you kind of talk things through, you can start the application. It's 2 essays, the statement of grant purpose, which is why you're going, what country you want to go to, what you plan on doing there, and the personal statement, which is just kind of about you, and kind of your goals and, yeah, your past, your experience and such.
How long did it take you to do that
Um,
whole grant
I
application?
started it in, I'm gonna say May or June of 2019. You apply in October. So yeah, pretty much that whole time. Professor Bell was really helpful, and she helped me, with each draft. I probably had 8 drafts of each essay by the end of it. Uh, and yeah, you just kind of keep working on it, editing, and yeah. I think you have to send in, I think there's a questionnaire on the application for Fulbright. You have to send your transcript and stuff like that to be considered. And you need 3 recommendations from professors. Professor Hall did one.
Yeah, well, we're all proud of you. So are you going to use that experience to apply for other opportunities?
Yeah, so I didn't end up going. The grant ended up getting pushed to August of this year, and I just couldn't make that work in the end. The timing just didn't work out. But I do try to be open about it with employers and, just say what happened. I try to be honest about it.
Yeah, that's what you should be. And but know that you were successful for achieving this, and that's quite an honor, because there's not very many people that get those grants. I never got one, so that you can't erase that from your resume.
Yeah,
And you get a couple of more, and then things start to roll, and it helps your applications elsewhere. So congratulations on that.
thank you.
So does anybody have any questions out there for Nathalie? Greta, you want to say something? This is one of your state colleagues in the same state.
Yes, I'm from Connecticut too. I'm in New York right now, but I grew up in Connecticut as well, and I actually lived in Fairfield briefly. I guess I was kind of interested, like I really liked your 2 portfolio pieces, and this isn't really, I guess, related to like getting a job or like post grad or anything. I was just interested in like how you decided to like pick those 2 topics, like the motherhood and then like the windows.
Yeah.
If you remember, I know that's kind of a long time, like I don't know if that was a long time ago, but I was like, I thought it was a really interesting 2 topics to pick.
Thanks. The windows was actually a mistake. My thought process and the way I've always kind of taken photographs has been kind of random. I always found that when I lived in New York, it was always easiest for me to just go out onto the street, photograph, and see what happens and make something out of that. So, yeah, one of those pictures, I was just out took a photograph and it kind of sparked the idea for windows, and it just, yeah, kind of developed into a project. um, and then the working mothers one was uh, kind of a thought I had. I was kind of interested in like the relationship between mothers and their children. And it just kind of developed into that. It's just kind of a simple idea that, yeah.
Well, they're both contextually very articulate. You had windows and you had mothers, and so that you could depend upon that framework to drive one photo to another, right?
Yeah.
I think that's an important thing, to have a clear set of boundaries. To be creative, one has to have a articulate kind of construct to work within.
Yeah.
So, any other questions out there?
I really liked your website a lot. What was the name of it again? Can you use the layout?
Oh, it's Pixpa.
Pixpa. Okay, it was really good. I really liked it. I'm trying to make my photography website, so it's complicated, and yours was really neat. So, A+. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yay, Courtney.
Thank you.
So it has to be, yeah, it has to be very clear and easy to understand, so you can look into the content and not get mixed up with the navigation. So make it very, very simple. So Daniel, what do you think? Are you working in a production studio now?
No, I'm not.
Do you have anything to ask about that?
I don't know.
Well, you're headed that way, aren't you?
No, yeah, but I don't know. I can't think of any questions right now, but it's definitely interesting how you didn't like major in any of that, but you're working in that field. So it shows that like I don't know, I get like stressed sometimes like I'm not qualified enough in that, but then like obviously it proves that like you learn as you like that always keeps me going, knowing that like once I work in the field, like you learn as you're working in it as well. So that's cool. But no, I don't really have any questions right now.
All
Not that I
right.
can think of.
I was picking on you.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like they'll come to me though.
Steven, how about you? Got any questions about what it's like to work in a studio?
Not that I could think of right now and stuff. Guess maybe like how hard is it? And like, is there any like, I don't know, is it like a challenge to like just to find the job in the first place and stuff? I guess maybe.
It can be. I kind of had like a connection with the production, like with the guy who was kind of working on the show. So I was able to talk and interview with him. So I would definitely say connections are important. You know, even at like your first job, just talk to people, build connections, and keep in contact is helpful. Yeah, and the job itself, I think even though I didn't have experience in film production going into it, I think, just kind of working hard and, just trying to learn the material is really helpful, and people appreciate that. So
You're
Yeah.
able, it's inclusive of making deadlines and showing up on time, right?
yeah, just working hard.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't know if anyone has any other questions.
Any other questions out there? Ava, do you have any questions? You're behind the computers all the time.
Hi, sorry, I'm on the bus.
You're on the bus. All right.
Yeah, I can type my message in the chat. It's a little hard to talk.
All right. Well, I'll talk. You type. Isn't it Pixbay? Pixbay?
It's called Pixpa. I can type it. Yeah, just for
Oh,
spelling. I don't know.
Pix,
Maybe the audio.
PA.
Yeah.
All right, well, everybody, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's a good tip. So, all right, I did the best to get my friends out here to, oh, here's kind of, I'm in a similar field studying video production and also doing photo and graphic design. This is Ava. How was it finding a job in graduation? How was it finding a job in graduation?
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard. You know, I finished up with human in January and I haven't had a job since. So it can be definitely hard at sometimes.
Well, we're in a really difficult time. There's, you know, nobody's is getting jobs out there, but that'll all open up here and soon, I hope.
Yeah.
So, you know,
But you know, I mean, uh, it can be difficult at times, I think. I think being open to new things is important, and just trying like different things. Like I always had a very set image personally of what I wanted to do after I graduated. I really always wanted to work for like a newspaper or publication as a photographer or doing something along those lines. But I think it's important just to have an open mind and kind of see what happens. Yeah.
that's a good advice. Thank you for that. It's better coming from you than me. So, you know, sometimes students, they don't trust the teachers. It's better that somebody else that's in the generation expresses the, you know, what's going on. So anybody else? Can we give Nathalie a hand, please? Thank you so much, Nathalie, for taking your time and sharing your experiences with us. And good luck to you in the future. I'm sure that doors will open again soon for
Yeah,
everybody.
good luck everyone with your portfolios and yeah.
Okay, all right. We're gonna go and do what you remember we did every class and review everybody's portfolio.
All
So
right.
good luck to you and keep in touch.
All right.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, hi, everybody. Hi. I'm gonna stop the recording because